You know what that means. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the den. I hope all of you wonderful people are doing well. I hope everybody is doing good. Should we make this a subscriber-only chat? Y'all let me know. Real quick poll. 0 for no, 1 for yes. And we'll figure all that out. This could get interesting. It might not be. Nobody might not give a fuck. I'm going to open up the line tonight, okay? I'm going to do that. And I'm going to see what happens. Like, shit out of here. Why is this still a thing? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, there we go. Shout out to the Discord. I need to get out of there. All right. So, vote 0, no. Are you even a subscriber? Who are you? But while we're doing that, let's shout out to the wonderful people who are here. Let's see what we got in the mix. And then, all right, if it gets all crazy, then we'll make it a subscriber chat. All right. Shout out to the lovely Miss Grace. Ronald Isley. Always asking if the damn line's going to be open. They don't ever call in. Shout out to Culture Don of the Discord. I don't know how they do it. I think it goes a month from when you get it, Ken. I don't know. Like, you might want to look that up. Don't let me lie to you. I'm not sure how that works. Let me see. Yeah, I think so. If you keep it going, then you your shit picks up, whatever it is. Adam, what's the motherfucking deal? We all knew Ron was gay. We knew it. Heidi, you're a paper tiger. It's a month when you get it? Okay. Jalen Green. I saw that story. It was sent to me by a third party, Heidi. I won't say who. But like I said, man, with these athletes, I'm to the point I don't care. All that matters is what you do on the court. I don't want to hear their opinions on life. I don't even want to hear their opinions on practice. I just want to know, what can you do on the court? What have you done for me lately? Right? But we're going to have a great stream tonight. We're going to have a good time, whether you do call or not call. Got plenty of stuff to talk about. And I'm not eating pistachios tonight. Tonight, boy. What do you mean, boy? What do you mean by that? I always knew there was some racist in you. Tonight is trail mix, right? Only. How are you this evening? I have no pistachios for you. But I will. I got like some. Whoa. Fava beans. The fuck? Oh, I can't eat this shit no more. It's got some shit in here I definitely can't be eating. I don't even know what that shit is. Anyway, King John, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's welcome Kenneth. Thank you for becoming a member. Wow. Oh, see, I try to offer you something, and then you try to see how people do. You try to, so you can't do nothing nice for black. Oh, I got plenty of black women badness tonight. That's what I'm wondering too, right? I'm really wondering too. I didn't know he was mixed with Filipino, but this ain't Saw Sports, so that's a whole nother conversation. This shit's super crunchy. I'm gonna save it for the videos when I mute myself. After I eat this handful. All right. So, are you calling Russell Westbrook questionable? That does look like some Russell Westbrook. All right. It's Friday night. We're going to have a good time, I promise. We're going to rock out with our socks on tonight. I got to get the sock thing going. I haven't fucked with it the last couple of days. Yeah, that's super funny. I think sensible Lakers fans realize they haven't. But, you know, saying sensible Lakers fans, that's kind of an oxymoron. Let's get it, folks. So I got violence, I got wokeness, I got ignorance. I got plenty of ignorance. I know I come with the ignorance. I mean, I bring my own ignorance, right? And then, who else? We're gonna talk about the baby, the rapper, who apparently, hey Miss Bell, how are you? The baby, the rapper, apparently who said some allegedly homophobic statements at Rolling Loud. Right? We're gonna talk about that. Hey, just don't do dirty deeds in the parking lot, and you won't feel the type of way. We're gonna talk about Michael Shea, right? Because he said some stuff about Simone Biles. I said stuff about Simone Biles first, right? So I want my credit. But the comedian in me, I'm not a comedian, I'm a corny comedian, found some of that shit he posted hilarious, right? Hilarious. But I didn't know that, some things happened with Larry Nassar and all that prior to some of the jokes that were made. They were still kind of funny, right? T.I. had some comments because everybody was giving the baby. The baby is the sweaty one, right? The baby is the sweaty one on the thing. Michael Shea is the one, I think, in the cap, in the hoodie, on the thumbnail. Lil Nas X is the one they're all looking at. There's T.I., the baby, Michael Shea. I put somebody else on. I can't remember who the other person I put on there is. Like, who all did I put on this damn thumbnail? I did that shit like earlier and I forgot already. But anyway, so we're gonna talk about all that. Some other rappers chimed in. I saw sports folder. Some other people had thoughts and feelings and thoughts and prayers, all that shit. Man, did I delete the thumbnails on the desktop? Oh, it's right there in my fucking face. Oh, Lil Boosie. Yeah, Lil Boosie had some thoughts about Lil Nas X. Apparently, the baby said some quote unquote homophobic stuff. T.I. says, that rappers are getting bullied by the LGBT community. And Michael Shea made some jokes about Simone Biles. But it goes in hand with what I was saying the other day. You cannot say anything about black women, period, nowadays. Like, nobody was willing to criticize anything and say, hey, like I said, if this was Kyrie or one of these other weirdos, I'm having some mental health issues. Everybody talking about he's not a team player, he's a quitter, he ain't got the fortitude to be a champion, like all these other things. That's the words that would come out. But when it's because it's black women, because these are all women who went and made Black Lives Matter articles and all that other shit, if you say anything about them, you're a racist, you're going to get canceled. And basically that's what happened. Like, they're trying to cancel Michael Shea for his comedy. It's a comedian, like, and y'all know how I feel about comedy. Like, it's the last bastion of free speech. Like, if you can't understand it's a joke, he didn't do the action. He's joking about, oh, you shouldn't talk about. So, like, if you shouldn't even make a joke about it, like, you shouldn't even speak that it ever happened, right? You shouldn't say anything, period. Like, you shouldn't even recollect that, yeah, she was a victim of the shit. Now you're bringing back up all men. Like, man, if we don't, I want America to just shut the fuck up. Not cool America, woke America. Anthony, what's the motherfucking deal? You can't say anything, whether it is true or it's true, because you'll get canceled. That's what I was telling my old lady. I was talking, she's like, oh, well, you don't know what she was thinking. I'm like, yeah, I know exactly what she was thinking. And it's not even the fact that she quit. Like, if there was some mental illness, fine. Like, I get it. But you don't go fuck up in a competition and then all of a sudden it's mental illness. Naomi Osaka I was like, after she lost, just the mental pressure of the Olympics with less people than I've ever had to play in front of before. Like, no, don't you give credit to the one who fucking won, right? Right. You got me. So it's just where we are, right? Doing my tag, I should have done these way early. All right. So, but I got plenty of crazy videos to talk about. Plenty of crazy. Oh, there's one I want to show y'all so bad with a dirty cat. Taking care of a dirty cat. But it's on the brink of nudity. I'm for real. I'm going to start seeing if I can post stuff that has like almost nudity if I just make the streams 18 plus, right? But then y'all already don't get the notification. Then YouTube really ain't going to send y'all a notification. Right? He's doing porn streams on the fucking YouTube. He's a piece of shit. So again, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can give you all the praise in the world, but no criticism. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to show y'all another reason why this shit is nonsense. This is why it's needed. And then, like I said, we got the phone line unbeaten. What's the motherfucking deal? We're going to use this phone line. Somebody need to see with this phone line. So I know, like I said, I kind of want to get back to that old phone line like I used to have. This ain't the same one, but this one might be along the lines of the only thing I need to find out about it is when we do open up the line, I need to see how the call queue works. So I'm actually need y'all to call in today to see if it works well. I know the calls are good. I took a call on the sauce. I know it takes text messages. So those of you who like to text can do that. So I think it's like the last day of the little trial for it. And I'm not tripping, I'll buy it. But it's just, I want to make sure the call queue is the most important thing to me. Like it rings with no sound. I love that. I just need to know if the queue is good. If the queue is good, then we got a deal. And I don't have to look for anything else. But anyway, let's watch some shit.
Enjoy the fruits of the tree you planted, cocksuckers. Figuratively and literally.
Man, Dan, the motherfucking man. Yeah, I love it too. They are. It's to the point where they are. It's not call-in time yet. It's not call-in time yet. We got videos to watch. All right. Then I don't know. I've been thinking about a couple of different things on the Twitch. I've been thinking about doing two things on the Twitch, and that's I don't even know if I'm supposed to say that on here. You're gonna cancel the channel. Yeah, it was funny. That's why you're never gonna be a moderator, bro, because you don't say funny stuff like that. One was thinking about like doing the door dashing, and then I was thinking about also doing merch making, like while I make merch stuff, just chop it up on Twitch. So, anywho, Broderick is a hater. That's why you ain't got the votes. All right, let's pull this shit up. Let's get into it, bro. Let me make sure I put this up. Viewer discretion is advised. Following scenes may be considered graphic. I'm just putting this up one time because all the shit that follows after here, if you come in the den and you don't know what you're getting into, well, I'm going to be honest. You get it. And I appreciate the love, Dan. And again, I don't know if y'all already noticed the solution to Broderick's moderator vote yet. So y'all don't be paying. Y'all don't be observant in here. All right, what we got? I think I got a crazy image to show y'all first, maybe. Oh. Are you guys? You know, it's Friday. We get turned up on Friday. You guys ready for your new tattoos? You guys like tattoos? I like tattoos. How about this? You guys like this? We ain't vote for Broderick no more. We already voted too many times for Broderick. Broderick don't need. We don't need no more votes for Broderick. Broderick's days are over. He's like damn. Who was old buddy that was smoking crack in the hotel? Not Hunter, the other one. I can't think of the mayor. And the mayor. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Look at the people participating. That is not a dude. That cannot be a dude. I don't believe that's a dude. But who am I to judge genders in this day and age? Another thing, YouTube, don't hit me for spreading misinformation. This is from CNN. All right. Let me see the stream. I think I got a thingy thing. Do I? Oh, I got the shit wrong. Hold on. I got to fix the timers. I got the wrong timers on. I got the wrong shit. I got the Salt Sports shit on. And play as fuck up. All right. I'm going to let y'all read. I know y'all read good. And, do I have any here? I guess I don't. I did. I thought I did. I don't know if it'll show up like this. Let me see. Do it like that. Do. All right. Heidi likes my humming. This one right here. I tried to use the stream elements thing for a little bit. It should. Yeah, it shows Dan's right here. Yeah, when he does donations, it shows through. When it talks, it's a Streamlabs donation. So when you talk to it, and it shows down there. For some reason, I think the super chats have been showing. I can't recall, but it just doesn't talk with the super chat. Because I was using the stream elements, and then once the bot started working, I was like, I don't want to have shit all over. Okay, see, it didn't send me a notification from that. All right, I got you. Let me open up the. Oh, it's right here in my face. That's what she said. Okay, the docs. There we go. Oh, okay. Do your old shit where you do pistachio reward. That's what I have to. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. That's where we're at. So the vaccination alone won't stop the rise of variants, and in fact, can push the evolution of strains that evade their protection. Researchers warn. They said people need to wear masks and take other preventative steps until almost everyone is vaccinated. So it just said that alone won't fix. Oh, there's no link in the description? Okay, I'll work that out while we're doing it. So it just said that alone won't fix the situation, but everybody should get it, right? That's what I'm saying. Oh, okay, yeah, it switched it up with the dilly-dally. Right. Damn, I don't have it in here at all. I sure do not. Ain't that a bitch? Okay, put it right here. All right, there we go. Update the description here. Well, if you want pistachios, you're gonna have to call in. How about that? But so that's my deal, right? So it's saying that alone won't stop it. Everybody needs to take steps until almost, they said, until everybody's jabbed, right? Anyway, it makes no sense to me. Whatever. I'm not a scientist. I'm not getting enough ouchie either. Anyway, where we at? Let's go live. No, I don't need that. Wrong thing. Let's get it. Videos. What do y'all want? Do y'all want violence? Y'all want nonsense? Actually, I forgot. I still didn't watch that video, right? So since we're talking about jabs, we'll start off with the jabs and we'll work our way to the wokeness. We'll get a little bit of violence and people on drugs. Oh man. So let's start right here. That's how you niggas gonna end up getting a jab, because all you gotta do is dance for niggas. They gonna get that shit. Let me put that on. Hold on. Here we go. I don't even know. Fuck it. It's copyright claim.
I'ma stay moving, I don't wait round. Coming for the bar, that's a takedown. Stay ain't really nothing left to say now. And we got them on their heels, throw the fade now. Yeah, watch your high step. We stay moving, I don't wait round. Coming for the ball, it's a takedown. There ain't really nothing left to say now. And we got them on their heels, throw the fade now. Yeah, watch your high step. We stay moving, I don't wait round. Coming for the...
I'm gonna be honest. See, why does it need this much push? Why do we need this much? I bet she's not that shiny in real life. Why do I want to, this one over like, well, to the far on that side, the far side, she ain't got no sparkles. Her sparkles don't work. And then this bitch dancing in Crocs. I don't trust this bitch. In Crocs? Your dang Crocs is like, I don't care what color the Crocs are. All Crocs equal black Air Force activity. Okay? Like a female in Crocs is dangerous at all times, right? So, and again, a lot of additional hair added here. So I definitely don't trust it. Anyway. So let's not dance around the issue. All you gotta do is dance for niggas and they'll do it. Oh, they're dancing. I need to go get that. I think y'all niggas stupid. Some of y'all is. And I'm not talking about Dan folks when I'm saying this because, well, it might not. I don't know. But, you know, that's all you gotta do. Dance around for niggas. Don't say, hey, you know, this is where you can get it. This is where it's safe and effective. And this is what we're doing. And then take a picture with your family. Niggas ain't feeling that shit. No. Get that motherfucking vaccine. Vaccine, gotta get it. Yeah, niggas. And then they get it. That's where we at, right? Like, it's sad, really.
Pfizer, Moderna, and AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson, all approved in Canada, safe and effective of top quality. These are a few of my favorite vaccines.
See, the goddamn dog wasn't even feeling that shit. That motherfucker like, man, fuck that shit, bro. Let's get the fuck out of here. I don't even want to be a part of this shit. This dog has been through some things. And not good things. This lady's crazy. She's super crazy. Why is she in the bed? She got the jab and she probably lost the use of her legs and shit. Now she's fucking stuck. So you're telling me like she went and got the jab and then like in her pajamas and so now she got this fucking sticker? You're fucking lonely. You're still isolated because your dog don't even want to be with you. And then there's like these two fake dogs that you have. This is terrible. This is bad even for Canada, bro. This is terrible. All right. Let me get in the chat and see what y'all saying in just a second. We just got to run through some stuff. I ain't got to make a folder. This is bad. Oh, this one here. This is a weird one. All right. What y'all in here talking about? Heidi's probably here saying racist stuff. She's the biggest racist. Char, Jay, what's the motherfucking deal? Char, I might be messing it up. I'm watching white people. I'm telling you, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They rap. They gonna have Jay-Z spit. Yo, yeah, Jigga, I got jig with the vax. Calling all blacks. You need to get that shit. Quit acting so lax. It's Friday. I can do what I want to do. Let's see. Oh, you leave Morgan Freeman out of this, all right? You know what I'm saying? Delta Echo Golf, what's the motherfucking deal? All right, let's see what we got going on here. Blame. Oh, my bad. Blame you niggas. Making me fuck up.
In stores and stuff, you don't have to wear masks anymore if you're vaccinated. But if you're not vaccinated, continue to wear a mask when you go to the store, when you go to public places that are inside, etc. Well, what happened? Unvaccinated people refused to wear masks anyway. So now, since it's a choice at your corner grocery store if you wear a mask instead of everyone having to wear one, the unvaccinated people aren't wearing masks. So what are they doing? They're spreading Delta variant left and right to everybody. So what the CDC had to do, because unmasked, unvaccinated people are acting selfish as they always are, the CDC had to turn around and say, well, you know what? Now in areas that are having problems, we're going to need masks again. And I think we're even going to get to the point where the general recommendation is going to be, if you're inside anywhere with a bunch of people, I mean, other than your own home, you might want to wear a mask. I wear it now at the grocery store. I was stopping a little bit. Now forget it. I'm wearing it again at the grocery store. But as always, we can thank the
Wait, is this bitch ass nigga complaining about the shit that he doing it anyway before they even said to do it? Like, wait, didn't they just have something like an outbreak in Maryland? And then, like, the majority of the people who had the shit were jabbed. Like, 3/4 of the people who had the shit and were spreading the outbreak were jabbed. Like, this is what I'm saying, right? And then, look at this guy's face. Am I tripping? Or he got like a weird face? He got like them weird eyes. What was that movie? Like, and people got, I don't know if they were turned like an alien or something. Their eyes turned all black and weird. Like, they were like fucking their pupils like that. Anyway. This guy looks weird. And why are all the dudes that are complaining about this shit, why are their voices so soft and just like, I'm at the grocery store and, you know, I just got to put the mask back on because, yeah, they were just selfish like they always are. Anyway, back to the video.
vaccinated people who tend to be Republicans, who tend to be Trump voters, who tend to be Fox News viewers, and all the Republicans from Donald Trump to Kevin McCarthy in the House, to all the members of Congress, to Fox News, Laura Ingraham and Tucker Carlson and Sean Hannity and everybody, and Donald Trump, everybody who told these people that they didn't necessarily have to be vaccinated. Even Donald Trump. Donald Trump this week and last week has been claiming it's the Trump vaccine. I created it. But then when Donald Trump spoke at a conference last week and claimed credit for the vaccine, what did he say in the next sentence? But I'm not saying you have to get it. It's your personal choice. So even Trump, he wants credit for the vaccine, but he knows with his base they can't stand this stuff. So he's not going to really push the vaccine, even though he himself secretly got the vaccine in January with Melania, and we didn't even find out until March, until one of his staff told us. So that's what's going on. So if you're getting pissed at the CDC for changing the rules, for changing the recommendation, they're changing the recommendation because the facts changed, the science changed, the situation changed.
Oh, that's the phrase of the science changed. Not that we were wrong. Not that we lied. Not that we could say, hey, we were misinformed. We did the science changed. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Like, we're to the point where people just hear what they want to hear. Like, so again, he just said that Big Donnie T said, look, man, it's me. And it was. Who did he get started on this? So you telling me this Biden just fucking stepped in office and made it back? Oh, I did. It was me. Trump said it was going to be out at a certain time. It was out at that time. You know, he didn't win. Whatever. However you feel about Trump, really don't give a fuck. But you just said that he's the bad guy, even though he got it. And he told, get it is not of him, like, because he told people they have personal choice, which I thought this was America. I thought this was America, man. How many of you know that episode from fucking South Park? I think that was the Bad Dad episode. I thought this was America. But it is what it is, right? But like, am I the only one tripping about this dude's eyes? Like, am I really the only one tripping about his eyes? Like, something looks weird. I'm gonna pause and just say it seems really, really fucked up about his eyes.
Because unvaccinated people can't be trusted. They broke the rules, and now we've got to tighten things up again. It's just like having a bad kid in class who ruins it for everybody else. The unvaccinated, selfish Republicans screwed it up for everybody. So if you're going to get pissed at the Republicans. People in the honor system, right? In stores and stuff, you don't have to wear masks anymore if you're vaccinated.
The honor system. We really want to talk about the honor system. We want to talk about certain areas. And anyway, whatever. But am I like tripping? Like, am I tripping about, like, it's a part I'm like, that's weird. But it's a part where you get like, dog, should your eyes be black? Like, it looks like something is really wrong with this dude. Anyway, I forgot what the white part of your eyes called, but he ain't got that much of that shit. We can open it up real big. It looks like the last Mario brother. Anyway, he's a cuckoo. Let's go to the next thing. Let's just get all the wokey woke stuff out. I don't want to get all the wokey woke stuff out the way. We're going to get a lot of the wokey woke stuff out the way. We're going to get the the Rona shit out the way. Then we're gonna get to like some pronoun shit. I'm gonna talk about you colonizing. Oh, I got a good violent video. We're gonna talk about. Y'all know, see, y'all be getting mad. Oh, you know, you do is want to talk bad about black women. I love you. I love you all. Well, not all. Hold on. Sorry. I love some of you black women. Right. There's a lot of y'all don't follow the rules, and y'all breaking protocol, and y'all give me a lot of flack. I don't like all that talking back. But no, seriously. I say the shit I say because I want better options for black men out there, right? Because the media has control of the black woman. Like Kanye said, Instagram got your bitch out here fiending for all this attention and all that other stuff. I'm going to show you some of that in a minute also. But let's, I think that's all my Rona talk. Let's take a look at this OG right here.
Shit. You, with all those colors and everything. Wow. And the boobs. You a piece of work.
What's wrong with the boobs?
Nothing. I like to suck at them.
Oh my God, get them out of my house.
Let's go, Mr. Ashton. Can't suck at them?
No, her husband. Why would you want to suck on my tits?
Because they look lovely there and they're very tempting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Her husband is going to get you.
Fuck him. I'd like to fuck her.
No, you can't. You're going to have a heart attack.
With an ass like that, it's a good way to go.
You have a good day, sir.
So I speak back.
Shit.
You, with all those colors and everything.
Dude, I thought I was going to get real racist fast. No, you, all those colors and everything. I don't like the colored girl. But that Fruity and the Fiesta produce shit, that was kind of funny. I give you a B+. I'd like to suck on them. Like, I want to get that. Nah, I'm just be that old now. Like, when you get that old, you can say anything, nobody takes you. Like, you can't catch a sexual harassment case when you're that old. Like, say whatever the fuck you want to. Nobody takes you serious. All you got to do is be like, I got dementia. I don't even remember saying that shit. And say whatever the fuck you want to. I'd like to suck on him. I'm talking about when her husband gonna get fuck him. It's like, why the fuck not, right? If people were just honest like this all the time, the world would be such a better place. Like, it would be such a fucking better place, right? But it is what it is. Sarah Lou, the lovely Miss Sarah Lou. Mike, what's the motherfucking deal? Anybody I miss? I promise I ain't this. Infinity. Reform the pimping. See, this is going to be Infinity when he get old. He's going to return back to the pimping. One more time for the people in the back.
Wow. And the boobs?
Oops.
You a piece of work.
What's wrong with the boobs?
Nothing. I like to suck at them.
Oh my God, get them out of my house.
Let's go, Mr. Ashton.
Can't suck at them?
No, her husband
Why would you want to suck
like
on
that.
my tits?
Because they look lovely there and they're very tempting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Her husband is going to get you.
Fuck him. I'd like to fuck her.
No, you can't. You're going to have a heart attack.
With an ass like that, it's a good way to go.
You have a good day, sir.
So I speak back.
I don't know about that one. I was going to say something, but I'm not even going to put that out there. That's good stuff right there. All right. Are you talking about why white people are bad? We got some gender stuff going on. Let's get rid of this dog. It's weird, dude. Like, I'm gonna have nightmares about that shit tonight. We can talk about why you people are ruining Hawaii. Let's just get into it. Let's just get these out of the way, because I want to get to some of this violence. I want to get to the violence. Violence is always good. Oh my goodness. DJ Kid in the house on the ones and twos.
Good one. Now here it goes. Pan is a Greek prefix which refers to everything or all. So pan gender refers to a person whose gender identity is not limited to one gender. and may encompass all genders at once. One very important thing to note, pangenders do not try to identify with ethnic genders outside their own cultures. I hope that helps because Mama had to do a little bit of research.
It's terrible. I'm going to cut the other shit off. I said the most informative thing I've ever said in my life, and you guys missed it. See, Roger, that's why you won't be mine. You can't even keep the group jokes hidden. See? That's the problem. Nobody's gonna ever vote for you again, Broderick. You sending blueberry bitches. You can't keep the inside jokes on the inside. And then you don't tell funny stuff. You're not funny. You gotta get your joke game up. You gotta be willing to toe the line. You gotta push the edge like Dan. I'm all of these. I'm everything. See, when I'm hosting good, I produce poorly. When I'm producing good, I start hosting bad. Scotty's a piece of shit. I tried to get Scotty to come in for the show. He wanted chips. I ran out of chips. He was like, "Fuck you, nigga, I'm gone." I went and sat on the couch. Fuck Scotty. But this has to be a joke. This has to be like a running gag. Like I'm getting trolled here, and then by me getting trolled, I'm including y'all in on the trolling because this cannot be. This got to be like a running TikTok prank or some shit where people just say goofy shit and then other people try to like make it make sense. This person here says, "I'm pangender." No one knows what it is, so probably they don't know it. Can you explain it to them? Why can't you, the pangender person, explain it to the other people? I don't understand this. I don't understand. I'm not related to this bitch. In no way, form, or fashion, I would disown her if she came around me talking about some shit like that. At least he's kind enough to get on his knees and do it. So much more convenient for the receiver. Anyway, one more time for the people in the back. We're getting away from this bullshit.
Good one. Now here it goes. Pan is a Greek prefix which refers to everything or all. So pangender refers to a person whose gender identity is not limited to one gender and may encompass all genders at once. One very important thing to note, pangenders do not try to identify with ethnic genders outside their own culture.
What is an ethnic gender? I got my notepad back, right? I'm telling you, I'm slowly but surely getting back to the old. I got to start taking notes. I'm going to start asking questions, and I have answers on like the next stream and shit. I'll actually keep track of my notes way better this time. I misspelled it right there, right? What is gender ethnic? You just put a little arrow with the pointers on both ends and let me know. Flippy floppy. Right? That's not natural. That's fake. That's fake. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's so bad you can't even tell. That's fake hair. That's fake weave. That's how you like them. There's nothing natural about this motherfucker.
I hope that helps because Mama had to do a little bit of research.
It's fake weave. Look at the picture here and look at the other.
Good one.
Fake. Especially when motherfuckers play with that shit that much. That's how you know it's fake. They ain't used to having that shit, so they play with that shit too much. I hate this. I ain't want to play fucking weave all day. Like, shit. We know it ain't sure. We know you ain't used to having things, but goddamn. All right. Grandpa goes in the folder. Oh, I got some terrible black woman stuff. I'm gonna end the video series off with the black woman. So it's terrible stuff. I think I got some Puerto Ricans too. Here's another weird one.
Homosexuality is basically a label for people who feel the need to have a label, but they don't fit in any other labels. So basically, bi doesn't really fit them, lesbian doesn't really fit them, pan, asexual, etc. It doesn't really describe them correctly. So yes, it's a very small label, but it's for people who just kind of relax once they have a label. Like, I stress out when I don't have a label. So it puts my mind at ease a little, and it's for people who want that. It's kind of the same as unlabeled, but unlabeled people don't want a label. That's the difference. So yeah. Homosexuality is basically a label for people who feel the need to have a label, but they don't fit in any other labels. So basically, bi doesn't really fit them, lesbian doesn't really fit them, pan, asexual, etc. It doesn't really describe them correctly. So yes, it's a very small label, but it's for people who just kind of relax once they have a label. Like, I stress out when I don't have a label. So it puts my mind at ease a little, and it's for people who want that. It's kind of the same as unlabeled, but unlabeled people don't want a label. That's the difference. So yeah.
What bothers me is like they feel so cool once they get to the end of the explanation. Yeah. So it's like for unlabeled people, they don't want a label. Yeah. But you realize like all this shit always goes back to like mental. Like, almost every reference to some of this shit has thought, feeling, mental, don't fit here. Like, people want to be so fucking unique that they don't realize they're all the same. Del Monte. Mine's Hormel. I'm a male whore. If you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at, right? Oh, good grief. Oh, my God. All right. Weavy Wonder, you get out of there. Oh, this person, while we're on it, let's work our way. I'm going to keep these all in a category, I think. Bar rest, now you're going to goddamn.
This is an easy one. We say that there are more than two genders because there are more than two genders. Like, a lot more. Remember, gender is a social construct. It's a set of behaviors that we consider appropriate culturally for different sexes. It's something that changes from generation to generation, if not from person to person. But even if you want to just pin that down on biological sex, that's not a binary either. You can't just say you're either XX or XY. There's a lot of variation there. There's XXY, there's X nothing, there's Y nothing. But even if you want to write that off and say those people are just statistical outliers, even if I grant you that, they're still people. So who are you to tell them what they are? Plus, remember, chromosomes are made of genes, like the genes that give you the hormones, that give you the body that you have. But those hormones don't do anything unless they have the right cell receptors to bind to, which are controlled by a totally different set of genes. So you have two long gene pathways, both of which are subject to variation. The point is, it's just easier to admit that gender is a spectrum, rather than trying to cram 8 billion people down into 2 boxes. This is an easy one.
This guy, the science has changed, okay? The science has changed. This guy's a science teacher. If Bill Nye was anything like this guy, it looks like a young Bill Nye, actually. A lot of schnoz on him. weird. Anyway. Done. XXY. Triple X was a movie with Ice Cube in it. All right, we're almost at the end of the wokey woke stuff. Let's run through this. This is terrible.
All right, y'all. So I'm hitting my villain phase. Got my revenge strategy planned out for these fucking ice white snowflakes. I'm gonna start seducing these motherfuckers to the point where they want me to move in with them, right? Like the last one. And oh yeah, those first couple of dates, those first couple of times we talk, I'm gonna make them feel real special. Like they are a unique little snowflake with their colonizer pale ass skin. Then when we get to clapping, I'm gonna hit that shit real hard and I'm gonna be on top. I will hit that shit aggressively. I will get my reparations and you will see my handprint in several different places. And when I'm done with my business, ain't gonna hear nothing from me. I'ma fucking leave right then and there. No words, complete silence, out the door in seconds. Y'all gonna know what it's like to be a hole and a pet, a toy, a plaything. Got all this privilege and then wanna act like you're oppressed. You're gonna know what it's like to get whooped. About to smack some melanin into you. Alright, y'all, so I'm hitting my villain phase.
It's like the gay Killmonger. Like, I'm pretty sure. I bet you do, Broderick. He's probably going to move in with you next. I'll be honest, I thought this guy was white till he started saying the weird shit. Yeah, he's definitely Kate Cunningham colored. Weird. I don't even want to hear that again. I feel illegal listening to it. Oh, I can't wait to get to that. It's gonna be a good video. All right. For all you tourists.
The fact that people are still going to visit Hawaii, even though Native Hawaiians are requesting desperately that people stop coming, tells us that colonizers will always colonize. There are so many tourists that people who live on the island are being told to restrict their water use. There's so many cars that people are parking them and blocking highways. The mayor of Maui has even requested airlines stop bringing people to the islands. And before you say, tourism helps the islands, no, it doesn't. It creates a dependence on the upper class, who is all of the tourists. Trust me, there are hundreds of other things that local communities would rather be doing than serving entitled outsiders. We don't have to theorize whether colonization would happen in present day, because it is happening in present day and we're witnessing it now. We cannot let the past be repeated. The fact that...
Okay. She could bench press all of us. Science. Don't even argue me with that. Don't even try to debate me on that. This is pure facts. I'm not gonna listen to that again. Just not gonna do it. There are more interesting videos to get into, like dope fiends. Let's watch this shit.
They too high.
The rope rhythms are off. This nigga rhythm is off. They started off, look, on B because they watching each other a little bit. Then as soon as he got in it, she started going way faster. The other thing, I don't know what the fuck going on.
They too high.
The funniest part of this shit is like him anticipating, really getting ready to jump in this fucking invisible jump rope. So you ain't got no. That's terrible. That's terrible, Kenzie. You're a terrible person. All right. So let's get to the good stuff.
They too high.
Oh, it's about to get real nice. Slowly but surely, we're getting to it. This is why women as a whole are terrible, right? Not to speak little angels. I'm trying to tell you.
Drop that bitch! Drop that bitch! Drop that bitch! Please come. Who is that? Oh, really? Oh. Yo. That's how you're giving it up? Oh, he's out. Who that?
Don't get involved.
Drop that bitch! Drop that bitch!
No, they want to pick that.
Please come. Who is that? Oh, really? Oh. That's how you're giving it up?
All that toxic
That's how you're
masculinity.
giving it up?
They're having a fucking conversation while you're getting your ass kicked. All right. Oh, Culture, you just read my mind. 'Cause I was just about, I'm about to play the video. I was trying to decide between that video, either toxic black woman relationship video, or why white people can't say black. Like one black man, it was mentioned yesterday, and I hate to encourage this, but this is why I say I try to say things, but what happens, like I told you, I was on that fucking post from Broderick, right? Yesterday with the big blueberry bitches. Motherfuckers on that bitch talking about, oh, you don't know her story. They try to come up with every fucking excuse. Well, medication sometimes make people big. Yeah, it's like a very small percentage of people. I mean, all the dumb shit. They never want to address the real issue. Fucking want to talk about all of the other bullshit, like, but not traumatic. What's the motherfucking deal? Don't want to address the issues that was at hand, right? And again, it was two chunky ladies that were obviously mad and couldn't dispute any of the shit I said. And I wasn't rude, but of course they came with the name calling and all that other shit. And then just try to act like I don't even want to talk about it. Like you can't even comment on my shit. But anyway. So when I try to have these conversations or address these things, it's always the same, right? Most black women address these issues the same way. And I know people getting mad and upset and you just putting us all in the box, but it's true. Like that's the problem. It's fucking true. And you can't say nothing about it. You can't tell them nothing. Like we got these weird protected classes, and I'm gonna get into that when I talk about Simone Biles and the other situation with all the weird rappers. But here we are. I want y'all to see this. Now, there was the situation a couple of months ago, I think in Dallas. But I want y'all to watch this. Because I think we're going to watch this one first. It's a little bit shorter. And then I'm going to bring up the other one. This is why, black men, you go where you're treated best. I think it's a woman. That looks like a woman. It's either a woman or a... Yeah, this is probably a rough dyke. I mean, let's say that. But whoever it is, it's none of my business. But I believe that's because it's nothing but women around, so I'm assuming it's another woman. You know, women encourage the violence amongst each other. This is why I say, you know, all these standards that we want to believe and try to push back, they're just as bad as men. Or maybe it's a Western woman thing. This is why you can't take black women anywhere. Sorry. Black bitches. Women, ladies, bitches. You know, I ain't said the phrase in a while, but here we are. Same. This is black women. This is the ones that Broadway likes. The weave and the fake eyelashes. Ain't no natural hoes out there. I keep telling y'all find videos of natural women, not fake naturals. Y'all show me videos of natural black women, I'll start changing my stance on shit. I'm telling you, see, exactly, there go Broderick. You know, you can't play both sides of the coin, right? You never see them if you do see them natural, the only time you see bitches who act like this naturally is when they get their shit snatched out from fighting. That's the only time you see them willing to go natural. No, black women are worse than black men. These niggas, they only fight in nigga clubs. That's the only ones they get into, in nigga neighborhoods. Black women will be allowed to go somewhere decent and then fucking behave like this. Because like I said, the shit in Dallas, the motherfucker asked him to stop doing. You see the dude had to come in here and fucking, yeah, or fucking, you see this shit. You see the motherfuckers twerking on the goddamn police car or the ambulance and shit that was like actively on the way to a scene. You know what I'm saying? And people get mad and upset. I see the numbers dropping. They say, you know what, this is the part where I tap out. I don't want to hear Honcho talk about black women. I'm just not going to pay attention to it. But again, I'll show you 1,000 videos like this, bro. 1,000 fucking videos like this. Y'all think I enjoy this shit? Y'all think I really enjoy this shit? I don't. I wish I had to actually work diligently to find this kind of shit. This is shit that pops up every single fucking day on my timeline. Yeah, that was up in Dallas, I believe, Miss Sarah. Every fucking day on my fucking timeline, dog. Like, I do not have to look for this shit. It finds me. Like, again, nigga, you gonna lead them right to the fucking unpromised land. You have acting just like this. See, what you need, baby, is some longer weave. You know, we gonna dye that shit blonde. And it's fucked up, bro. It really is. Because like I said, the reason I say what I say is because I want women to realize the detriment that this does to them and how it makes them look and then how it makes us look as a whole. But then when I get feedback, you got to stop policing black women. This is why black women need to be policed. This is why black women need structure, control. This is what happens when ain't no daddies in the house. Not a damn one of them motherfuckers got a dad. I put that on the den, cuz. None of these hoes got no daddies, cuz. You know what I'm saying, cuz? You know what I'm saying? But that's what y'all like. Y'all encourage that shit. Like, niggas need to stop. Like, honestly, like, hey, y'all should do, oh, white women do it. White women put the extensions in their hair too. Yeah, they do. They do. Not to the extent that you put Asian and European hair in your head, but it's their own shit and they don't put it in their head as much as y'all do. As much as y'all put their shit in your head. Right? But everybody's emulating black. Then we get if they do that, why don't they listen to rap music? I can't find a video every day of white women twerking on police cars, white women twerking on tables and doing all this shit in all these fucking places. There's more of them than y'all. Where are they at? Where is it happening? You ain't got nothing. Like, it's disgusting, right? You do all this shit in fucking public. What do you say for your bedroom? You got nothing. That's why you get fucked on and left. And again, if it don't apply, let it fly. If you're taking this personal and this ain't you, well, that's a you problem. Because you need to stop associating yourself with people like this. What happens is people get mad because they got mamas like this, they got cousins like this, they got sisters like, and they think well of them because they're your family. Hey, you can love your family, but you ain't gotta support the bullshit your family be on. Those got fucked up family, right? I don't have family like that. Well, my mom's side, I ain't got family like this. Dad's side, I'm willing to believe I probably got some cousins who done some shit like this. I don't even know. But that SYSBM, first time I ever heard of that shit, I'm like, that's a trash ass mentality. Save yourself, black men. Don't date black men. Like, that's stupid. That's bullshit. I don't know, but I see why. Look at this shit. They act like niggas in the strip club. In public, look at the way, well, I'm gonna record this shit. I can't believe it. Susie, do you see what they're doing? The dude had to come over and like, get off the fucking tables. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Anything for fucking attention. Shit is trash, dog. And you coming, and this is black women in a nutshell. They encourage each other to do this dumb shit. Just like on that video I was talking about with the big girls. They encourage, oh, you some queens. And you some, man, y'all are in bad shape. Nobody feels good when they have to lift their gut up to see their underwear. In the mirror. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she recording that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's terrible. This the kind of shit that Broderick like. That's when Broderick be at the strip club. He loves the ratchetness. Broderick is the ratchet pastor. Not a natural. That's what I'm telling you. Natural women don't act like this. That's why I say, when I say I love black women, I'm talking about black women who embrace being black women, which is wearing their natural hair, not putting all that bullshit in their fucking head, not injecting their bodies full of that bullshit. I don't care if it's a big girl with natural hair. I like a big girl with natural hair and a natural body more than any of this other shit. I pass I pass up all these other hoes that's slim, fit, thick, with weave and they shit like that for a bitch that's big and natural. Straight up. Because I see the mentality behind this shit. Bitches desperate for fucking attention. And this is black women. But then you say that, they get mad. But I can point to you 1,000 videos like this. They're encouraging each other. Look what they're doing. Encouraging each other. The two of them, damn near like they run a train on the bitch. Encouraging each other. Yes, queen. All that other bullshit on the internet. Encouraging each other. Dumb shit, bro. Dumb shit. Like, and I say shit about this. I'm the coon. You're dancing on a table for other people's entertainment. Same shit I said about Bobby Shmurda. Room full of white people dancing on the fucking table for their fucking entertainment. I'm the coon for calling this shit out. I'll be a coon. Cooning is cool. Like, apparently cooning is cool. Like I say when I talked about the fucking big girl. Oh, you woke up this morning and chose cooning. They woke up this morning and chose to eat an extended breakfast. Like, so calling this shit out and saying, hey man, these behaviors are detrimental to your health, detrimental to us as a culture, detrimental to society, period. But you point out facts that I can't disprove, but it makes me feel my feelings, so you a coon. Like, this shit is trash, dog. This is trash. And you can't take the motherfuckers nice because they don't know how to fucking act. This is PPP loan trash. All right, motherfuckers get a little change, try to go to a nice place. Like, motherfuckers don't know class anymore. Like, motherfuckers will get a Mercedes, go eat at a nice restaurant and act like this. Motherfuckers don't got class. Niggas get mad because Turkey said we don't want these bitches in our fucking restaurant acting like this. You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, Roger, this is why you'll never be mine. I'm not even entertaining you at all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right? That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part, right? That's what I say. When I say I love black women, I mean a small percentage of y'all, because this is the majority. This is the behavior the majority are getting pushed out. It's either this, or they're so woke and feminist and that they're out of there. All right, it's very few solid black women that I can fuck with. I'm fortunate. Yeah, you read racism? This is the racism you're doing to your fucking self. It's definitely culture, not genetics. It's by far culture. It's a culture that's been embraced. You know, motherfuckers try to say, oh, in Africa, they do this and they do that. How you're not African? You're a black American. You ain't got, you're more European than you are African. You just got a fucking different skin tone. Like I said, motherfuckers talking about Ebonics is African dialect. Why the fuck Lady Licious coming here speaking more Ebonics than all of us? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Like black dudes, if you a solid dude, go venture forth and explore your options. And they wonder why black women get, well, how can we go out and get men from other races? Because men from other races don't want y'all because y'all do this shit. This is why. They talk to women, how y'all deal with that shit? This is why niggas go out and venture out. Oh, well, every time a nigga gets some money, they go get a white girl. Because white girls don't act like this. They know they're not going to be embarrassed in public like this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Queen's indicated some trash finna be happening. Yeah, like, say this for your boyfriend, for your significant other at home. Say this for a house party you having with your friends. Y'all having a little fun. This is not for public, for everybody and their mama to see. Taking yourself out to a restaurant, whether it be a family restaurant or an upscale, whatever it is. But they don't know the difference. They literally don't know the difference. And the shit is trash, dog. I got nothing for them. That's why I say. That's why you see most of them when they going out there, they going out in groups together because niggas don't want to be with them. Niggas are embarrassed to be with them. So, yeah, and I agree, Heidi. That is also true. And then you say something like, if I was to say something, hey, man, get your ass off the table. This shit ain't classy. Who is you, nigga? You a coon. You trying to police us. You trying to tell us what to do. Yeah, there are nice ones. I know a couple. But the majority, this is the mentality for the overwhelming majority. And the other ones, black women don't see it because y'all not dating these motherfuckers. So y'all don't see it the way we see it, right? But we the most hated. We the most hated group because we melanated. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? I get the fuck out of here, bro. This is why you the most hated, because you ain't got no fucking class. It's trash, bro. So I encourage niggas, dog, go where you treated best. Like I even though I say certain things, I must like inflicting myself to pain. I must be, what is that shit, that sadomasochist or something? Because, you know, I say what I say. I've said what I said plenty of times, but the more that we have these conversations, the more we watch these talks and these views and things, I really self-analyze. Like, if I was to have to venture forth from a different direction in my current situation, I don't know, bro. Especially the more modern these is, you got the older women trying to act like the young is. I might venture back across the railroad tracks. Exactly, nigga broads. But a lot of the melanated are nigga broads. A lot of the black women get mad if you talk about these nigga broads. Dog. Man, them bitches be washing them dishes. I get up and walk off. You know, walk off, get in the car and go home. Go to another restaurant and finish eating. This shit is crazy, bro. This shit is crazy, dog. But what I'm saying is, this is what's out there. You know what I'm saying? This is what's out there. This is what gets promoted. More and more black women are becoming this than are becoming classy, sophisticated. We need to bring back fucking etiquette schools. We need to, what is that shit? What was that shit? The debutante balls and shit like that. But you see classy women doing shit like women that you would consider to be classy. Let me get my little twerk on. Let me twerk it a little bit. And then when you say something about it, you're bad. You're a trash person. Anyway, I got to talk about some Simone Biles stuff. I said I was going to open up the line. We got one more video. This is the real crazy. This nigga's dangerous. No, it's his clothes. He was getting stuff out of the trunk. She tried to back him over. And so all this shit is in the street. Now she chasing him down the street. One more time for the people in the back. That was a smooth move right there. That was a smooth move, right? I gotta give him that. That was a very smooth move. Let me see. Let me see what she's talking about. But I agree. I hear what you're saying though. That talking when you're talking about the classy women are not for it. But that nigga there, that nigga there is the bravest nigga in America. That nigga, we need to sign this nigga up and put this nigga at running back or something. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, that second go round, one baiting the bull. She almost back into the fucking truck. Like, I'm trying to figure out how she got that way, right? So she's probably trying to run him over multiple times. This is probably just the time she had to do because she's backing out in this direction. So I'm wondering how it ended up that way. So she probably tried to hit him multiple times. Dog. That nigga, like, how did she get out there? Like, she done hopped out, left the car. Like, again, this bitch is a fucking tornado, has no fucking concern for anything else that's going on around her. She left the car running and tried to run into a fucking building twice, trying to kill this man. Like who said, what makes people think that this is okay? And then I guarantee you what happens is there's women, that's one, that's two. She tried to back him over, she missed. Tried to hit him, missed, hops out the car, mad. Then she's not thinking clear because she's emotionally distraught. Don't know what the fuck. She doesn't fuck with car up. I can't kill a nigga. He mad, whatever. Right. So he's just being an irritant, but he's not physically harming her, right? So something happened where she tried to hit him again, and he ended up over there. That's why he's hitting the car. I guarantee it. So now, for what we see, a third go round. Right? And this wasn't, I was just gonna bump him with the car just because I was mad. This bitch tried to run this nigga over. And then she hopped, that's what I'm trying to say, like she hopped out that fucking car quick. And then she tried to catch, and then she tried to chase him down, trying to attack him, right? Now, what I will say is she struck him over there. They tussling a little bit over there. What I will say is she looks like she might be a natural, right? She looks like it might be a natural, but it might be a natural wig. I can't tell, right? I got to see up close. The camera kind of blurry. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they might need to draft her. She chase that nigga down. Trying to see what kind of shoes she wears. She might be in some heels. She might have walked that nigga down in some heels. So like I say, she got so much going on. I'm wondering what it is. I wonder what the context is too. Like, I don't think it was cheating. I don't think it was cheating. It's something. He's getting her shit out of her car, or getting his shit out of her car. She tries to run him over. If it was cheating, she wouldn't have brought him to wherever she was trying to bring him to unless she just had a strategy to try to run his ass over. She was just thinking about that shit the whole time. So, again, is that, I can't tell. Is that a bonnet? I don't think that's a bonnet. If it is, it makes all the sense in the world, right? If it is, it makes all the sense in the world. But again, it must have been something to her. He must have been doing something to her. And she trying to lose her life over all this. He didn't got out mad. He throwing this shit all around. Now she trying to run him over. Some kind of conversation took place in that car. And yeah. I'm glad this place had a camera on it. What is that, a laundry bag? Yeah, a grocery bag with clothes in it and shit. It is what it is. Very unfortunate. Sasha Cow, what's the motherfucking deal? Well, I don't know if I've said that right, but yeah, this is how they act. This is crazy stuff, right? But anyway, I'm gonna put this in the background because I think this is a great video. So I'm gonna let this. I think that's what I'm gonna start doing. When we talk videos and shit, I'm gonna put like the last video just in the background. Just let it continue to play. So, like I'm saying, it's just like, let's get to it though. Let's talk about it. What's happening? The context is straight black men can't talk. That's the topic for tonight. And I know I've been talking all this time, a fucking hour and a half, and we'll talk a little bit more. But I promise I'm gonna open up the line if we get some calls in, all that other good stuff. So again, like I said, the rapper The Baby apparently performed at Rolling Loud recently. Let me pull this up. Let me actually pull some shit up so that I can give you all the context. I should have pulled the whiteboard up on y'all last. I ain't do it, but fuck it. Right? Just fuck it. We do it live. Make sure I ain't putting no crazy stuff up here. Oh, that anointed vagina story the other day. It's crazy. All right. This is a big story. Now, I know Heidi said she didn't know anybody involved, but she'll know some of these. You'll know some of these characters. Let me slide this. Slide this right here. All right. So, what we got, right? The Baby comments sparked backlash from Elton John, Madonna, and other celebs. The Baby has attracted some high-profile critics. Elton John, Madonna, Questlove, others have come out to condemn the rapper's comment last weekend at Rolling Loud Music Festival in Miami. Anyway, during the performance, he made false and insulting. Like, where did fucking like now? There's no journalism. It's all bias and opinion, right? So we'll get to that. He made false and insulting comments about gay men and HIV. Spoke crudely about women as well. He's a fucking rapper. What the fuck do you? Anyway, John, who is gay and a longtime HIV activist. I don't think people become HIV activists unless they like that. That's just my opinion, though. We've been shocked to read about the HIV misinformation and homophobic statements made at a recent DaBaby show. Like Elton John gives a fuck about DaBaby, right? This fuels stigma and discrimination is the opposite of what our world needs to fight the AIDS epidemic. What? The facts are, now, let me bring this up, right? HIV misinformation and homophobia have no place in the music industry. We must break down the stigma around HIV and not spread it. Not spread HIV. As musicians, it's our job to bring people together. Where are the facts in this statement? Right? It said the facts are. That's a terrible. The facts are. That's a hideous suit. That's the real facts. There's no facts in that statement. Those are all opinions. That's what I'm saying. Like this is where we are in society. That we call opinions facts, and people believe that shit, right? So anyway, here we are. Madonna also shared her message, posting a video of his remarks on her Instagram account, writing, "If you're going to make hateful remarks to the LGBT alphabet community about HIV and AIDS, then know your facts." After decades of hard-won scientific research, there are now life-saving methods available to children born with HIV, to people who contract HIV through blood transfusion, dirty needles, or exchange of bodily fluids. These new ARVs can keep a person with AIDS alive for the rest of their life. AIDS is not transmitted by standing next to someone in a crowd. Nobody said that. He never even said that, right? So I'm gonna bring up the comments in a minute. Demi Lovato shared a post from a makeup artist and Matt Bernstein about the danger of the color. Like, why didn't you just say that person had a comments? Dua Lipa, I don't even know who that is, collaborated with the rapper on a remix of her song, said in her statements on Instagram that she was surprised and horrified at the baby's comments. I don't really recognize this as the person I work. You think this motherfucker give a fuck about working with you? This motherfucker collab to get his name out there. Where my heart lies, I stand 100% with the alphabet community. We need to come together and fight this stigma and ignorance around HIV. Yet, again, I'm going to get to what he said because nothing. Somebody got to say it. Homophobia, transphobia, xenophobia, misogyny, racism. This should go without saying is morally wrong. Anyway. But at least one celeb spoke out on behalf of the rapper. This is why some of these other guys are on the thumb. If you're going to have Lil Nas X video and him living his truth, you're going to damn sure have people like the baby who going to speak their truth. Fellow T.I. said on Instagram about rapper Lil Nas X being openly gay. Ain't nothing wrong with none of it. It ain't got to be no hate. It's all honesty. Everybody living in their truth. Right? So there's that. Bloopity bloop. Let's go back to the bad suit, right? Address his controversial statements. We kind of went over this. So a lot of these things say some similar stuff, right? Said I wasn't going to rant. That's called a call to action. That's what it's called because I'm a live performer. I'm the best live performer. So basically, I'm trying to find, hopefully, I think I got it up here. I don't care about what else, Johnson. We already addressed that. I think I put it up here, right? While on stage, he directed homophobia. Again, like I say, he didn't say it. The baby, whose real name, delivered these remarks after bringing out Tory Lanez. And again, I got to talk about what Tory Lanez did. That's super funny, right? Tory Lanez shot a very famous person, is what they're alleging, right? Megan Thee Stallion, big super artist, Sports Illustrated, all this. Has he been charged yet? Has he caught any charges? I need to see this. I need to see this joke. Let's check it out. But it says, last month she expressed her disappointment with men who support me in private and publicly do something different. Nobody cares about that. Anyway, instance due criticism, Lil Nas X, Old Town Road, his real gay video named Industry Baby. Lil Nas spoke openly facing homophobia as a result of his work. You're in the music industry, you're not facing homophobia. Anything. And did so again after the new video, which includes a prison shower dance scene featuring censored male nudity. Okay, well, you got a nigga who's twerking all on the fucking devil. Dressed like one of these bitches who twerking on the fucking table we just saw, right? And you think people aren't going to say nothing? It ain't got nothing to do with fucking, of course you wouldn't know Dua Lipa, Broderick. Well, then why is she talking about it? If she's not going to cooperate, then she need to let it go. Apparently, it wasn't a thing, right? Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Again, what? El John has some hits. Look, I'm seeing what y'all told us. What? Excitebike was the shit. That shit was a great game, actually. I think they made Excitebike 64. But again, so all this stuff, again, so you making a bunch of naked niggas dance in a prison. Like, that should be, all the prisoners should feel offended because he's making fun of prison rape situations that take place in the shower. They should be offended. He attempted to defend himself that day in Instagram Live, during which he made additional homophobic statements. He tweeted that those with HIV/AIDS had the right to be upset in the LGBT community. Y'all business is y'all business. Other artists, again, all this other shit. The baby is funny, though. In America, a gay black man has a 50% lifetime chance of contracting HIV. Stigma and shame around HIV and homosexuality is a huge driver of this vulnerability. Well, then that's not a stigma. If you got a 50-50 chance being gay that you're going to get AIDS, well, you're being gay, right? You're not getting it from being straight. Then I think the stigma is kind of warranted. Like, you would understand why people will feel a certain way, right? I mean, that makes it. If I go outside and I flip a coin, I might get AIDS. I would have a stigma around coin flipping, right? So there's that. Anywho. Oh, because he said something about people dying in 2 or 3 weeks from STDs, and he mentioned a bunch of STDs. I want to put myself on lighter. Madonna said, to pray for your ignorance. No one dies of AIDS in 2 or 3. I'm pretty sure that some of Madonna's early music is why a lot of people way back then probably are sick now. Anyway, all human beings should be treated with dignity and respect, regardless of race, gender, sexual preference, or religious beliefs. I don't think everybody deserves dignity. But whatever. Questlove, we already said that. We already heard about that. The baby name been scrapped from a real music festival lineup as well. Really? So they call it Rolling Loud, not a thing. Park Life in Manchester, England. I'm pretty sure Rolling. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? The rapper didn't stop responding to the backlash on social media, going as far to incorporate into a music video for his song "Giving What It's Supposed to Give." Halfway through it, he holds up a sign reading AIDS. The video ends with the words "Don't fight hate with hate" written across a black screen in rainbow lettering. My apologies for being me the same way you want the freedom to be you. I'm telling you, I'm with all that shit. All right, here we go. This is what I was looking for. This is the statement that was made. If you didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted disease that can make you die in 2 or 3 weeks, put your cell phone light up. Ladies, if your pussy smell like water, put your cell phone light up. Fellas, if you ain't sucking dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone light up. That's what it was. Let me see if we can play this for y'all. No.
It'll make you die in 2, 3 weeks, put a cell phone. You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases. It'll make you die in 2, 3 weeks, put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas, lights up. Fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air.
Let's be real about this shit.
Yeah, keep it fucking real.
Some of y'all niggas suspect as a motherfucker. Let's be real.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases. It'll make you die in 2, 3 weeks, put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas,
lights up.
Fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air.
Let's be real about this shit.
Yeah, keep it fucking real.
Some of y'all niggas suspect as a motherfucker. Let's be real.
To be honest, that DJ sounds kind of suspect. Anyway, they said they called it homophobic. I don't see what was homophobic about it. He didn't say anything about gay people. He said just if you ain't bring STDs to the festival. Let me move this here. All right, we'll come back to this. All right. So if you didn't bring STDs to the festival, there's that car going. He said, yeah, DJ did make it worse. But he said if you didn't bring STDs to the festival, what was it last year, the year before? What was that one of them festivals where like they said there was a huge herpes outbreak? Because basically people go to the festivals and they fucking on each other and they fucking strangers and they doing all this shit. So if he said, hey, you didn't bring STDs to the festival to share with other people, to pass on to strangers, put your cell phone lighters up, right? Because it's news if you do, it's news if you don't, I guess. And he's talking about, it's at a live show. See, this is what happens. Like, the live shows, artists do things for entertainment, to generate energy, whatever's going on. That's why kind of cell phones kind of kill shit. Like I say, cell phones kind of kill shit because one, it's terrible for comedians, and then two, it's terrible for artists because all this shit gets played, before they can go to the next city and do the same thing. Anywho, like you said, what I do at a live show is for the audience. I'll never translate correctly. Looking at a little 5-6 second clip from their goddamn crib and their phone, it just don't work like that. Because regardless of what y'all motherfuckers are talking about and how the internet twisted up my motherfucking words, me and all my fans at the show, the gay ones and the straight ones, we turn the fuck up. I'm talking about my boy that was at the front stage left of where I jumped. Ask him. He got clips on his shit. The whole night was recorded. We returned up the whole night. My boy had the crop top on in the front row. He out there in that jungle, in that water. He out there cutting up. He know the words to the song. I'm rapping them bitches with him. The baby went on to tell those who weren't present at the show, shut the fuck up. Come fuck with the live show, killer, gay or straight. Anyway, and so a bunch of all that. The Boosie defended him, saying that basically Lil Nas X said something about wanting to perform naked for charity, right? And so he's like, well, if you okay with this, then why can't you be okay with this man saying, what he says? And again, knowing that most of old buddy's fans are probably juvenile, why would he want to fucking, perform naked for fans, right? And then Nick Young apparently said something about facts and freedom of speech whenever Boosie said something about it. Boosie said something about him wanting to perform naked, right? And said he's the most disrespectful motherfucker in the world. And then he said that he would perform naked at the song he just put out, that he would perform naked at the VMAs for charity. Boosie said, if I'm at the awards and he go up there naked, I'm going to drag his ass off stage and beat his ass. But apparently, some other shit like that. Like I said, so a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, skipping past all of that, I say all this that all these black people are riled up about the rappers, about the shit they're saying about what's going on because of comments, right, that were made. And T.I. says rappers are bullied by the gay community because they can't speak the way they want to speak. But, why don't any niggas care about fucking Ed Buck finally getting sentenced for the actual gays that he killed? Right? Nobody cares about Ed Buck, the huge Democratic donor who actually had gay men in his house. He was injecting them full of meth and other weird shit. Pay him to come walk around doing crazy shit. And niggas dying in his house. It took 2 or 3 niggas dying in his house before people even started paying attention. And then it took public pressure for him to even get charged. But yet, he finally got pressed. Finally got charged for it. Why was that? Why was it so easy for Buck to do this for so long? And nobody cares. Nobody says anything. Yeah, gay black men. To come get all doped up. And they said he was impotent. So he just was getting off on injecting niggas full of drugs, right? Make it make sense. Y'all get more angry at statements. This is black folks. Get more angry at statements than real action. Representation versus results. More angry, like I said, about me talking about a situation that's not good than the fact that people are actually doing this stuff. They're doing it. You don't want people to talk about it. You want people to praise it. This shit I showed y'all earlier. That's queen-like behavior to y'all? Could you imagine in the Middle Ages? I don't know none of them queens. Just all of a sudden they've come from a fresh hunt and they have dinner on the table. And the queen just jumps on the table and starts shaking her ass in front of all the knights and the soldiers and the king and the fucking prince and princess and the noblemen from other countries who've come to bring good tidings. Could you imagine such a thing? No. That's what I'm saying. Like, the standard for ourselves is so fucking low. We don't care about the real shit that's happening. We get mad because people are speaking on things. These people aren't doing the shit. These people aren't creating the problem. They're simply speaking about the problem. But yeah, we get mad at those folks for speaking about the problem more so than we mad about people who are creating the problem, who are continuing the problem. This nigga, like what's his name just said, if it being a gay black man, 50% chance of getting AIDS, right? Ed Buck shooting niggas full of needles. Needles probably dirty. How you know you got clean needles in that shit? You know what I'm saying? So needle usage, being gay, I'm sure he's upping the chance of these motherfuckers getting AIDS. Apparently having these party dens and all this shit in these areas. This motherfucking done donated millions to democratic causes, right? But nobody wants to talk about, nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about that. We care about the rapper performing a live show, just saying something to get the crowd riled up, right? It's not like he said, if you're gay in the crowd and he's next to you, beat him up. He didn't say anything about, if you got AIDS, don't stand next to anybody. You're going to give it to him like COVID. He didn't say any of this shit. He just said some shit that motherfuckers get excited if your pussy smell like water. I guarantee you some funky pussy bitches putting their phone up too. They don't know what they shit smell like. Half the motherfuckers probably too big to get down there and see what it is, right? But people got mad about that. People upset about that. People pissed off about that. But again, nobody cares about Ed Buck, the nigga who's really doing the shit. But here we are. There's one more thing I wanted to say. Talk about Michael Shea. Michael Shea said some things about Simone Biles, right? And everybody got all upset, right? Everybody got all upset. Okay, I just saw the most disgusting shit. Just seen it. That's fucking disgusting, bro. I lost my whole fucking train of thought. Michael Shea said some terrible. I don't think it's terrible. I think when you're a comedian, you kind of got this leeway. And it's almost the same thing about like what we were just talking about. It's not like he did the stuff. It's not like he was encouraging people to go do any of these things. What happened was apparently on his Instagram, he had some people who were sending some, he said, he's like, I got like 3 minutes of Simone Biles jokes that I want to do. I want to go down and perform at the Cellar. And then some people sent him some jokes, right? And then he posted some of them jokes. And I'm going to be honest, they were edgy. And then I think he got some backlash and then he deleted them, right? It is what it is, okay? I'm trying to find the actual jokes. I guess I should have saved them for earlier. But, oh, this was the thing I wanted to check out too. All right, cool. All right. So everybody's all mad and upset. So on his thing, he put, man, I want to make fun of Simone Biles. I guess this isn't his storage. I know I'm old. I'm going to use that shit. He says, I got 3 minutes of Simone Biles jokes in my head. I'm going to Cellar tonight to say them into a microphone. As the dorky kids say, I'm choosing violence. So then apparently people sent him some jokes, right? One of the jokes was, Larry Nasser, whatever his name is, understands Simone Biles better than anyone. He too had to quit doing what he loved at the pinnacle of his career because of mounting pressure. It's hack. The dude was like, goddamn, that's rough. Absolutely tasteless. 9 out of 10. Then someone else says, okay, so I'm shivering while typing this, but you're encouraging me. Who said black don't crack? And he said, now that's a good joke, economical, referential, balanced, good job, 8 out of 10. People got really, really mad. Now, I didn't know, apparently Simone was part of that whole Larry Nassar scandal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? But again, risque jokes are kind of funny. And then somebody came on here and said, why, sexist humor, rape jokes should be taken seriously. And they, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Said men are hostile to women, aggressive to their partners, enjoy rape jokes. Exposure to rape jokes can encourage sexist men to rape. Exposure to rape jokes influences how sexist men treat all women. Sexist men see rape jokes from women as permission to downplay it. Sexist men use rape jokes as a guide on responding to sexual violence. Rape jokes encourage sexist men to blame victims, especially if the victim knows their assailant. Sexist men use rape jokes to sexually harass and bond with other sexist men and reassert the status quo. Rape jokes encourage others to express their own sexist, rape-supportive attitudes. Rape jokes are used to target victims and remind them who has more power in society. I don't believe any of that. I don't believe any of that. I'm not hostile. I'm not aggressive to my old lady at all. We did argue about something yesterday, but most time, let her make it. I'm not so much. I'm very polite to women in public, those that deserve being treated politely. I don't argue with women for the most part. I'll chastise a bitch, but I will not argue with a woman. I don't condone rapists. Anybody who is a rapist is a piece of fucking scum. They deserve to be hung. Right? I don't like these things are not true. Like I said, people just say stuff to make it. But I feel like comedy is the last bastion. Now here's how Michael Shea handled it, and I thought this was funny. Man, I got hacked today. Can't believe they got me. Y'all know I only do jokes about whites and cops. It's all good now. I changed my password and everything. Anyway, y'all hear about the baby though? That's crazy. All right, see y'all at church. I'm gonna get there early. Dog. Dog. I got nothing else. Anywho, so here's the deal. I've talked for a long time. I said I was going to put the number up, but this is what we're going to do. We'll see if we get any calls. We'll see if y'all want to chop it up. If y'all don't, then we'll end at the regular time. If we get an interesting call or two, then we'll go from there. We'll have a time limit on the conversation. Let me flippity flabbity. I think I have it on this over here. Make sure the number's on the ticker. Yeah, the number's on the ticker, end of the ticker. 713-547-5799. That's the number we're temporarily using right now. See how this all works. If it's good, and then we will continue to rock with it. We'll do like we used to do. 1,500 pistachios for the first caller. And I think every follow-up caller receives something like 500, right? So if you have thoughts on anything that we've discussed tonight, I don't know why. Let's see. What I got going on? Mrs. Bell's name. What I would recommend, the way I do it, I just use an @ sign, the whatever that's called, and I start typing the first couple of letters. I guess I put myself on the screen. That helps. And I start typing the first few letters of the person's name, and usually it auto-fills the rest of it in. And then, it usually works perfectly. But if not, I'm not sure. Let's see. I would love to twerk in front of nice. So yeah, what I'm saying, the queen out there twerking. Don't you judge me, I'm a queen. But everybody looking at the king like, you married this bitch? You really made this bitch royalty, nigga? What the fuck is wrong with you? Fluffy. Y'all are arguing about Fluffy, huh? Only One Law says, I introduced the word fluffy as a more sensitive alternative to being bigger right here on the den. I'm gonna be honest. Y'all say I go with the white people anyway, so I'm gonna go with Miss Bell. I'm gonna say Miss Bell. I'm gonna say Miss Bell did it first. Only. That's my stance. I'm sticking to. Not sure. It's looking good to me. I don't know what's going on probably. But yeah, so there's that. I think I like this thing for the most part. Oh, and you can call and or text for those of you who are scared. Yeah, oh man, there's a video Trill sent me the other day. And tomorrow, depending on what I got going on, I might do a breakdown. And part of it was the dude, he's a great question asker. I mean, he asks amazing questions. Like he's a man, he does like a man on the street thing. When I say ask the best question, I mean, the way he formulates the questions, he has people actually thinking about the shit. And he'll have like two sets of friends to the point by the time he finishes asking the question, they'll be interviewing each other and shit. So what happens is he was saying something to one of the ladies, and this was a black chick, and he's like, some bit she was asking about, you know, are black women viewed a certain way? You know, why are black women viewed a certain way or something? He's like, you know, weak men can't handle a strong woman. And she got like this fucking cigarette in her hand, and you can start going to Turkey. That's what I'm saying. I ain't never been to Turkey like that, but I'm interested in going now, right? All right, hold on, let me see. We got a call coming in. Let's see who we got calling in. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
Ta-da!
Ah,
Bell.
it is Mrs. Bell, the first caller. It's been a while, Miss Bell. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Doing well, Miss Bell. I'm good. I'm eating trail mix, and it's delicious. So what's on your mind this
No
evening, Miss Bell?
pistachio tonight. Where do I start? The guy on stage was very homophobic, I think.
Why?
Because the fact is when you start categorizing what people or who people are by what their habits might be, that's sectioning them off and categorizing them.
So you feel like him saying, if you didn't suck any dick in the parking lot, that was a...
Well, if you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you fell into a certain category. And he asked the questions to get a specific answer. He couldn't outright say, are you gay or are you lesbian or whatever. So he asked other questions in order to get the same answer.
Oh, okay. So you feel like he shouldn't have said any of that. Those are homophobic. So what about...
For somebody that wanted to bring everybody... Now, is this the same... And this is where I kind of got mixed up. Is this the same guy that said, hey, we should not be, talking about, we need to bring everybody together in the music field, not, pushing everybody away? Is it the same? That's not the same guy.
No. That was Elton John speaking on his statements.
Yeah, because, just hearing it, it's really two polar opposite viewpoints. And you can, just by those two statements alone, you can hear that. I would think that it's hard because, being politically correct and having a personal opinion in a public business can be a real landmine, as well as your life becomes a fishbowl. By making an honest opinion, the opportunity of people not liking that can affect the value of who you are in business.
Okay. So how did you feel when you made the statement, ladies, if your pussy smell like water? How do you feel like that was a sexist statement?
I think it was just pure. Yeah, it was definitely a sexist statement because you could be gay or straight and still have a clean crotch. That has nothing to do with what your sexual preference is or anything. That's just kind of sort of being crude.
So how do you feel about? Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
I'm saying, how do you feel about the multiple gender conversation?
My grandma teacher would be rolling over in her grave trying to figure out how to write some of that shit out. Personally, I don't have any opinion about what someone else wants to be called, but don't be offended if I don't get it right the first time. And second of all, I find that to be very personal on some levels, and there's too much TMI with that. Because I believe that we're an overly sexualized nation, and the fact that sex is always and constantly out there. I don't know if it's trolling or streaming or going through YouTube, and actually was watching a video, and all of a sudden it became extremely graphic. And I'm not a snobber or what have I been called, a prude, but it was just in the context of what I was watching, it really wasn't needed. And because sex sells, today's day and age, everything has a sexual overtone and undertone. And you know what? It's almost too much. You know, there's an old saying, left something to be desired, because it allows people to think, well, when you take all the covers off, there's nothing to be imaginative about. There's no thinking. It's just there. It's done or whatever. And for people to expect others to know what their sexuality is and express the respect for them, I think is a bit of higher standard from other people. You know, I respect somebody by their actions. You can't always respect somebody by their word if they've let you down, but if they choose to make good on it, then that's where the respect comes in. What do you think about that?
I'm gonna be honest. When we start off with talking genders, I ain't got time to learn all that shit, because
I agree.
What I'm seeing is every day, each one of these individuals has a different opinion about the same thing. And I've seen multiple statements basically saying the same shit with different terms. Then you see people who are saying that, you know, this day I feel like this, but, you know, this minute I might change. Who am I to waste my time trying to figure out who you are in this minute, what system you're in, what character you are, what switch you are? That's not my issue. It's, you know, and so, and to think that somebody should be concerned with that is actually super selfish in my opinion. So I don't think that I'm super concerned with that. Maybe it's viewed as rude, but I think it's rude to try to waste people's time to expect them to figure you out in the moment. You know, if you can't stick with a stationary thing, then it's a problem.
Absolutely agree with you on all levels of that conversation. Now, the chick that was running into the dude, he was an idiot for going to try to talk to her and not just walking away. I mean, she was playing literally bumper cars with him, and he kept going back for it. So it's not only the woman that was stupid for using basically a ton of mental to run into this guy like a bumper car. He was stupid enough to keep going back to interact with her. I mean, you wonder which one was more crazy of the two.
I think it was her because she had more to lose. Because obviously, you know.
We didn't know whose car it was either.
No, it was definitely her car. Because he was getting his stuff out the back. And she ran over all his stuff. So obviously he was upset about that. But she's over there fucking up her own property.
Yeah, I saw the front end.
So, you know, if she's putting more at risk for, you know, whatever reason it may be, you know, because she can't get control of the emotion. Then obviously, yes, he was egging her on, and he was doing that obviously because he was mad about whatever, and he saw that he had the ability to get away with it. So that's why I say people can learn how to control those feelings. You know, otherwise you put yourself in a deeper hole.
That actually brings up another point. It seems like people today, and I don't know if it's just today or maybe, I don't know, if I'm just being aware of it now or woke to it, I guess as the kids say today, is that people who are toxic really just need to walk away from each other and don't. And there's so much of it, it seems like, since the pandemic. Sidebar, I don't know how many articles I've read in the media about restaurants being really frustrated with customers coming into their restaurants and being absolutely rude and not having any good behavior, you know, and have had to really call people on behavior. And we've actually seen some of the McDonald's videos and the drive-through videos when people are just going up and over the top with the bullshit.
Yes.
And so that's just a different part of all of this.
But do you think all these lockdowns and during the pandemic is causing, you know, people to become more mentally unstable?
I think what it is people still forget that we have boundaries, whether they're emotional or logical. And because it's, I want people to know what my opinion is, they fail to respect the fact that, yeah, that's your emotional boundary that you want to be respected, but the logic is you can also be affronting and affecting and hurting somebody else in that same process. Yeah, it's okay for you to be valid in your own opinion, but it doesn't mean you need to make everybody feel like your opinion has to be valid. I've been told that more than enough times to know that throughout my life. It's not always about you, and I think that some of the overly sensitive circumstances, that's where the emotional boundaries of people get really hijinxed and fucked up.
So
I could be wrong. I mean, hey, I would love to hear other people's opinions about that.
So do you think that Black women should be allowed to be made fun of?
I don't have a problem with generalizations. I have a problem when it becomes personal attacks. As somebody who has been fluffy for a really long time, I don't have a problem with the fluffy jokes. What I have a problem is when it zeroes in on a particular individual and it becomes just rude and personal. We all need to keep things lighthearted, but it's, you know, as you've always said, you know, it's who's your audience. You know, you direct what you're going to say. It doesn't mean that you're always politically correct, but to do no harm is really important.
Really? You don't think a little harm can do good? Just like a pinch of harm?
You guys are always like picking at me, and I'm cool with that. And I think that, yeah, that part actually is an important part of relationships and friendships because it helps people sort of learn where boundaries are. And I think in all relationships of different kinds that we all test the boundaries to figure out where we are with every individual in our life, whether it's our best friend, our doctor, our lawyer, whoever, the cashier. We all tend to push the boundaries, but when we don't think about where a boundary might be and just go way over the top and down the 50-yard line with it, we tend not to remember that somebody else can be on the receiving end of it, and it's not always nice because we're not being thoughtful of somebody else either. Wow, that was a whole lot of shit that came out of my mouth tonight.
Okay. Cool. All right, so you said when you pick on a particular individual, that's kind of where you feel like the line should be drawn. But if it's more of a generalization, you feel like that's okay.
Okay, here's my school of thought. When my kids were growing up, I told them if they had to deal with a bully, do not do it on the school grounds and do not do it within the eyeshot of the school bus. And let them throw the first punch, and then it's a free-for-all from there. And that's kind of the way I deal with life. I let people basically, you know, sell themselves short, and then when I've had enough, I clean the mess up. Not everybody works that way. You have people who are so insecure that they're willing to be petty and attack somebody else because it makes them feel better by being on the top of the pile for whatever reason. I just don't. I'm old enough. I don't give a shit about that anymore.
So you're saying
I don't need somebody else's validation in order to figure out who I am.
So you're saying as you've gotten older, you don't want to be on top, you prefer being on bottom now.
As far as
The pile.
life goes, I'm sort of actually out of the game of that bullshit because I don't care. I'm always going to be on top because I don't care. Ultimately, my opinion needs to matter and be viable and valid to me, just like your opinion needs to be valid and viable to you. Does that mean I have the right to hurt anybody else? Absolutely not. Do I need to tolerate somebody else's behavior? No, and neither do you. And that's where boundaries seem to get a lot of fucking gray these days. Good, bad example. Kenneth. You know, there was a lot of pokes. There was a lot of pokes, and there was a lot of like little innuendos and, you know, white women comments and you know, nice nasty comments. And you know what? I let it go on for a long time until I didn't. And I just had to slap the puppy until, you know, he realized that I ain't gonna fucking take it.
I think you got to deal with bullying.
Now, was I right for it? Not as far as I took it. Did I feel good? Kind of. Should have I felt guilty? Absolutely. Do I feel strong about it? Hell yeah. Now, would I take it as in a physical realm and physically hurt somebody else? No. Not unless I'm threatened. And that's where the people in the drive-thru and the restaurant, people walking into the restaurant just being rude because you don't want to have any thought of your own and you just want to unleash is really kind of fucked up.
Well, we watched a video, you mentioned the restaurant, with several black women twerking on tables in a crowded restaurant.
Did you see what my comment was?
No, ma'am, I didn't see that.
It's the Gentleman Club's auditions. Or is it the girls call back? I mean, that's how it looks to the public. It's not about race. It's not about them female. It's the behavior and the actions of what they were doing and the lack of class that was involved. Because if it was white women or Latino women or Hispanic or Asian women, it would have been the same thought because it was the physical action and the behavior that was going on. It's not a white versus a POC thing.
Do you think that you see that activity more amongst black women than you do women of other color or lack thereof?
Honestly, I'm probably going to say something that is completely liberal or whatever, but I think all women can be catty at some point or another.
I would agree. Who do you think shows it more, especially in a public?
I think it just honestly depends. I think that when women in general are comfortable, whether it's the white woman in the country club or the black woman with all of her friends, when it's the number of female friends to female friends is more when a lot of women feel like they have the balls to bring something like that up. One-on-one, that's pretty individual. You know, there's ghetto everywhere, whether it's any ethnicity. That's more about attitude than it's about color.
So you're saying that white women twerk in the country clubs? I'm
sure some of them do in their trailer parks. I mean, I don't. think that is really, it's one of those across the board kind of thing. It's no ethnicity. I mean, who knows what people do in their private bedrooms? It's just they keep it in their private bedrooms and don't put it on display. That's why you don't generally talk about it. We talk about what we see. But, yep. Now, as far as the fluffy women went last night, now nobody even noticed that all of them were wearing blue.
Oh, I noticed. I kept saying a bunch of blueberries.
Yeah, but okay, I didn't hear that you mentioned that, but it was like that seemed to be the only comment that I didn't hear. All of them, it looked like it was like a pre-set up thing that they were doing this as a fashion show or whatever to prove their feminine inner powerness. Yeah, that doesn't always work. But, you know, I won't put any of the ladies down. It just doesn't mean it's always pleasant to the eye. And that's as respectful as I can make that.
Do you listen to Elton John?
I do. But I've also listened to Wiz Khalifa and, I mean, a lot of other different artists, too. I mean, Aerosmith, Metallica, Bach, and Beethoven. So I have a wide variety of what I listen to.
What's your favorite Elton John song?
My what?
What's your favorite Elton John song?
Probably the one he did about Lady Diana.
Okay.
Because that song came out a few days. My son was born the day before she died.
Mm.
He was born on Saturday morning. She died on Sunday morning.
I remember, yeah, that's crazy. 'Cause I remember watching Saturday Night Live when that happened. I thought it was a skit. Like, I thought it was like part of the skit because it was just in the middle of Saturday Night Live. I didn't realize they just changed over. And I was watching probably about 10, 15 minutes. They were showing that fucking tunnel before I realized, hey, this is not funny. What's going on? So
that was actually a week later because she had died. It was like 3 a.m. Britain time in London, which was already Sunday morning. It hadn't quite gotten to be Sunday morning here. He was born Friday into Saturday morning at like 2:10 in the morning. By the way, shout out, my daughter's going to be 21 tomorrow, so I have a 21 and a 23-year-old, and I'm so proud.
Oh, well, y'all getting drunk?
No, I think I'm driving, so I don't know if my daughter's going to have some Prosecco or not.
Y'all going to the Man Strip Club?
No, that's usually, I'm going to leave that for like either my sister or my aunt to take her. My aunts took me when I was that age, but nope. It's going to be Sunday at my mom's house and kind of just keeping it small for now.
Okay.
We just like to chillax.
I get it. I understand. So, are you feeling like you're about to be having empty nest syndrome because you got both of the kids over 21? I mean, how do you feel about that?
No. My daughter we've just talked about being together for another year, and she's looking to start college locally and then figure it out from there. And so I'm just chilling. I may go back to school in a year. I don't know. I'm still working on I'm semi-retired at this point.
Okay. If you go back to school, what are you interested in?
Psychology.
Taking up psychology?
Mhm.
Okay.
With a minor in business.
Okay. Well, all right. Nothing wrong with that.
The other thing, last thing before I leave for the night.
Yes.
The one where it says if you spell this word, it doesn't give you the points.
Oh, I will look into that.
Yeah, because several of us have done it at different times, and that was the only one. Thank God the other bot's working, but yeah, I saw several people get frustrated with when they spelled something out, it wasn't given points. And I probably lost 100 points, but I'd just rather tell you about it.
All right, I got you. I'll put that on my manual slip.
By the way, those of us early birds, are we getting extra points? Is that how that's working again, or are we going to have to wait on that for a minute?
I guess we can bring that back. Now that things are
There's
kind
quite
of,
a few of us that are early birds.
I think we'll bring that back. Like I said, the bot operates just slightly differently than it used to. So, but yeah, I can kind of jot that down. So yeah.
Well, I say that at the end of the month because as of Sunday, it'll be the new month, so that would start out fresh for everybody.
No, that's actually not a bad idea. I forgot about that. August, yes. Okay, sounds good.
Well, I've definitely dragged this out long enough, but definitely enjoyable. So I'll wait to hear everybody else's answers of what's going on.
All right. Well, Miss Bell.
You got any other questions?
No, ma'am. No further questions.
All right, and we'll probably. Are you going to do the? I can't even think. I'm so tired tonight. Are you going to do the other one tonight?
Which one?
Discord.
Probably not.
Okay.
But probably not to see.
I hear you. All right. Well, that being said, have a good night, and I'm back to looking at the message boards.
All right. Well, Miss Bell, I appreciate you utilizing the line, calling in, and sharing your thoughts with us.
Honcho
That's good
grazes
to be
like a
first
true
tonight.
stallion, and that gets my juices flowing.
Good night.
Appreciate the love, Sarah Lulu. That was funny. That was hilarious. Appreciate the super chat for Sarah. Oh, goodness gracious. A true stallion. Like Megan the Stallion. Oh my God. That was funny. That statement in itself was funny. Hitman was great. I gotta finish Hitman 3. I'm like in the last 2 or 3 stages of finishing the game. I like the Hitman series, but like I said, because I'm not gonna stream tomorrow in the den. Like Saturdays, I caught myself taking a day off, so maybe get some Twitch in somewhere. I need to. Like I said, I'm monetized on Twitch finally, and I stopped. As soon as I got the fucking thing, I stopped playing. I probably like, fuck you, asshole. You don't want to use it? Well, we're unmonetized. So, Mixer's dead. Mixer used to be the best, though. Roscoe, take care of yourself out there, man. Oh, man. So, that's what we're going to do. Shout out to Miss Bill for using the line. It works. So what I think I'm going to do, because this is the last day of this number or whatever, I'm looking at some of the feature stuff. It's supposed to have a call queue. It's supposed to, I believe there's 3-way accessibility on here. So we can definitely do like we used to do when we had beef in the den. And bring all those good times back, man. That's GDs in the dough. But y'all are all terrible people. But I love y'all. I'm gonna call it a wrap. There we go. Have my own Mr. Nasty time. So with that being said, shut up a deuce. Fucks with y'all. Sunday. This may not be the number. Because I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna separate a number for the den and for the sauce. So this may not be the same number, it might be the same number. I don't know. Right. But with that being said, I do appreciate y'all. I thank y'all for your time, Broderick. No votes, no calls. Make sure y'all follow all the proper social medias just in case y'all don't get the notifications through the tube. These things should give you what you need. And let you know, I try to put everything up on there before we go live so that way y'all know if we're going live. But yeah, it was good to have a call, man. So that's that. What are you talking about? Nobody said anything about IT issues, Mr. Blue Chew. But check the produce. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Oh yes, I will. I choke the shit out of bitch. I choke the shit out of bitch ass nigga. But look, y'all ain't got to go home. But y'all can go hit the Discord if y'all want to. Roger, call everybody in Discord, see if anybody talks to you tonight. I don't expect it, but you can always try. But till Sunday, I might record some tomorrow. There's a couple of topics that need to be talked about. But y'all ain't got to go home. Y'all got to get the fuck up out the den. It's been my honor. It's been my privilege, most of all, my pleasure. And again, shout out to Miss Bell for knocking the old spider webs off the line. And we're going to get this thing back going again. But with that being said, I'm out. I'm done. So I'm not nobody. Don't look at the IG story unless you want to see Heidi's